Hello all, welcome to another quick learning. Today we're going back to CodeSignal to work on the Python coding exercises. If you're joining this in the middle of the playlist, I'll put a link in the description below so you can start from the beginning if you wish. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and get started. So I'm going to the arcade, I'm going to Python, and then we were in Terra Tools here, number 49, memory pills. So not long ago, Greg noticed that he started to forget things and hurried to the doctor. The doctor told him that was perfectly normal for his age and wrote down a list of pills that Greg can take in order to improve his memory. He especially recommended one medicine as the most effective. Unfortunately, Greg forgot which medicine is the most effective, and he feels like he really needs to take them. Greg recalls that the name of the most effective medicine goes in the list somewhere after the very first name that has an even length. Your task is to help Greg. Given the list of the pills, return a list of 3 names that go right after the very first medicine name of the even length. If there are less than 3 medicines to return empty strings instead of them. All right, so in this example, so these are the list of pills. He doesn't know which one's the most important, but he knows it's after the first even numbered one. So if you look at this list, so this would be the first even numbered one, I guess. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 10 is an even number. So then it just drops all of these and only takes the ones after the first even length string. All right, so how would you code that up? So if we look over here, so they give you a hint at something in Terra Tools is going to be useful. In this case, we're going to import the drop while function to use in our memory pills function. So they define the memory pills function, and you put in the list of pills as an argument. Now we're going to create a generator here. And what we're going to feed into that generator is, so we're going to use the drop while function. So that's going to drop values from the list while it is, it is true for some function that we define. So in this case, we're using a lambda function to evaluate all of the elements of the list. And we're looking at the length of the string. And we're taking the modulus. So we're looking at the length of that divided by 2 and the remainder after that. So if the remainder is greater than 0, then it's an odd number. And it will drop it. Because remember, we want to find the first even length one, and then we're going to take the next 3 after that. So it'll keep dropping until it finds that even numbered one. All right, and the list that we're going to fill in, we're going to do the pills list, but we're also going to attach 3 empty strings because we want the list to be at least 3 in length, even if we put in an empty list for pills. All right, and then we do the next gen because we dropped up to the first even one, and we kept the first even one in the list. So this next gen will drop that, and it'll give us these next 2 items in this case. Plus, we'll also add on these 3 empty strings. So this will be these 2 plus the empty strings. And then we're going to return a list comprehension. We're going to do next gen, and then we're going to do that 3 times. Basically, this variable is used when people don't care about what the variable is. They just want to do this for loop 3 times. So in this case, they just want the next 3 in the list. So that would generate these 2 that are at the end of the list, plus 1 of the empty strings that we added to the end. All right. So let's go ahead and run this. You can see that that worked. Hopefully you guys were able to follow along with that, and you'll join me for future videos. Thank you very much.